fellow Toastmaster and the guest. So myself, I'm Toastmaster Vishal Jadhav. I'm from the Pune Northwest Club. So we would have a joint meeting with the Pune Toastmaster Northwest Club and the Kolhapur Club. So it is the Pune Northwest Toastmaster Club's meeting number 444 and the 178 for the Kolhapur Club. So I welcome all the members from the both the clubs. So before starting the meeting, I would like to mention some ground rule for our meeting. So the rules are, please, because it is a online meeting, so I would like to ask the online meeting rule, virtual meeting rules. So please ensure you have a clean and appropriate background in your background on the screen. Ensure that you turn off your mobiles or keep on them silent mode so it won't disturb you. You can pay the attention to the meeting. The third one is as a Toastmaster, we don't talk about the sex, religion, or politics. So I would suggest everyone to refrain to speak on these topics. Put yourself on mute if you are not speaking. Some other rules like turn off the video if you are stepping away from the screen, and please don't do the private work like chatting or talking or the eating or taking the coffee while meeting is going on. So please applause to the enthusiastic speaker if you feel good, and please encourage them to deliver them more properly. And I would encourage everyone to use the idiom of the day, phrase of the day, and the word of the day in your meeting speeches. So everyone has a mission in their life. So similar to that, Toastmaster Club Northwest have the mission, and they provide the support and empowering the all the club members to achieve the goal in the proper way. In the great speaker, they encourage to us to become a great speaker. So with this spirit of the Toastmaster, I would hand over my stage to the Toastmaster Aneesh. He's the ideal Toastmaster of the day. Anish?
Thank you, Sergeant
Yeah.
at Arms Toastmasters Vishal. Welcome everyone for today's meeting. Today, as Sergeant at Arms Toastmaster Vishal said, we are having a joint meeting with Kolhapur Toastmasters Club, and I'm glad that we are able to collaborate with them, and we are going to have a wonderful meeting today. Before I get started, let me call upon our presiding officer, Toastmaster Dhaval. Toastmaster Dhaval will be delivering his first presidential address for this term. So please let's give a big round of applause to Toastmaster Dhaval from Kolhapur Toastmasters Club.
Thank you for giving a good head start, Toastmaster Vishal, and thank you for Anish for welcoming. It's really our pleasure to have Toastmasters Club of Pune Northwest for a joint meeting. Let me share you a story about 3 weeks back. 3 weeks back, on a Sunday morning, we went for a 170-kilometer bike ride to Raghavendra beach. My friend asked me, my colleague from my office asked me, show me the pictures of the destination you visited. And it was just a old Raghavendra fort that was standing there. There was not much to see there. And my friend asked me, Dhaval, so you went all the way 170 kilometers on a bike ride to visit this fort? It doesn't make any sense. Well, I told my friend, it was more about the journey than it was more about the destination. I had two other bike riders with me. One of the friends, we met after 3-4 years. We were benchmates, and we are meeting after so many years, and that too on a bike ride. That was really amazing. All the twists and turns, uphill and downhill. It was more about the journey to the destination than about the destination. Yesterday, I attended the TLTP program at Hinjewadi, and I love the bond I share with fellow Toastmasters. As Lightning McQueen says in the Cars movie, if you have watched, the greatest victory is about people we meet along the journey. At Toastmasters, everyone is here to develop the communication and leadership skills. but we can embrace our journey and network with the fellow individuals and learn from them along the way. With that, let me introduce any guest. Do we have any guest today? Three new members have joined Kolhapur Toastmasters Club. TM Vasudha, TM Toastmaster Pushkar, and Toastmaster Toastmaster Sheetal and Toastmaster Sanket both have joined Toastmaster Club of Pune Northwest. Can you give us a short introduction of yourself?
Can I go first or anyone else?
Yes, go ahead, Sanket.
Yeah, okay. Thank you. So yes, my name is Sanket Hade. I have just last time I have attended the guest meeting at Pune Northwest Club. Yes. So I must say that one of the mentors suggest me after I was telling him that yes, I want to improve my communication skill as well as just remove that fear to stage dating as well. And I want to become like a motivational or public speaker. Yeah, so he suggests me that just go and join the Toastmaster, and then after that, give me 10 year experience after that. And just I come last as a guest lecture. And yeah, it's a very nice platform, and I take a massive action on that and join the club. Yeah, thank you.
Welcome, Sanket.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, I'm Sheetal Hade. So I also joined with the same reason that Sanket is saying. We recently got a mentor and he suggested us to work on communication, our public speaking skills, and the fear we were facing when we talk on the stage. So this thing we wanted to overcome, and only he suggested that you should join the Toastmaster because he also got benefited out of that. So we joined it together, and yes, the last session which we attended was really like we actually coming out of our stage here. I mean, on the time, we never introduced ourselves at the on time, right? He just called us and say, give a brief introduction. Later on, it was a table topic session where we were given some words and we have to talk on it. So this thing we faced first time, and that when we talk, something has come out of it. I mean, we were like, yes, this is the platform where we can come out of our fear definitely. I mean, that confidence got boosted. Yeah, thank you. That's it.
Welcome, Sanket. Welcome, Sheetal. It's good to see both husband and wife joining the club together.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Toastmaster Pushkar.
Yeah, sure.
Can you give
So,
your introduction?
yep, I can go ahead. Good morning, everyone, and fellow Toastmasters. My name is Pushkar Upasni. Just like Sanket and Sheetal, this is my first session with the Kolhapur team. So, obviously, quite excited to be part of this group going ahead. And just to speak about myself, so like I'm engineer by profession. My hobbies are swimming and playing badminton. I like trekking a lot. So like maybe Dhaval, next time if you're planning for a trip, just give me a ping or give me a shout. So I can join you for visiting the forts or beaches. That's about me. Again, like why I joined Toastmasters is just want to improve my communication skills. Along with my communication skills, I see Toastmaster as a platform wherein we can have or like we can improve our network. Okay, so like network, communication skill, new friends, and something new to learn each and every day. So thank you. That's it.
Thank you, Pushkar. Monsoon season is on, and theme is monsoon as well.
Right.
And that means trekking season is on as well. We can
Perfect.
go for a trek.
Right.
Thank you. Next, I would like to welcome Toastmaster guest Saurabh Modgi. Are you there?
Yes.
Can we have a quick introduction? Can you turn on your video if possible?
Yeah. Yes. Hello, my name is Saurabh, and I asked Dhaval about Toastmaster, and he told me to join the Toastmaster. And my introduction is I'm in CA final, and I'm very excited to join Toastmaster Kolhapur team. And as Pushkar said, I am here to build a network. Yeah.
Welcome aboard, Saurabh.
Yes. Thank you.
Let us rename us according to the naming convention. Toastmasters, please rename Toastmaster _ their name. Yes, please rename guest _ their name. Next, I would like to welcome guest Kunal. Kunal, can we have a quick introduction?
Yes, sure. Just a second. Yeah. Can you see me?
Yes.
Okay. So I'm Kunal Shroff, and Dhaval is my friend. Actually, we are friend from the hostel. So there is a graduation days, and Dhaval always told me about the Toastmaster Club, about the Kolhapur, and how they create the events and all the things. So I'm very glad to join this meeting and this event online. So I'm very excited to see what the Kolhapur Toastmasters Club and the Northwest Pune Club has been doing the great things. So yeah, I'm excited to that things. Thank you.
Welcome, Kunal.
Yeah.
Nice to have you here.
Yes, definitely.
Pranav, are you a guest today?
I'm Toastmaster.
Okay.
I've actually joined already. Yeah, pardon me on that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can we all turn on the cameras and have a quick photo together? Anish, can we have a photo? Anish or Rohan?
Yeah, I have taken the picture.
Yes. That's all from my side. I hand over the stage to Toastmasters of the day. Toastmaster Anish.
Thank you, Toastmaster Dhaval. So, monsoon season, something which is very much inclined towards our life. And let me tell you how. I am going to recite something, and you have to guess what that is. And what does that say? Okay, so everyone is ready. Just by show of your virtual thumbs, let me know if you're ready. Okay. Rain, rain, go away. Come again another day. Daddy wants to play. Rain, rain, go away. Now, can anyone tell what this is?
Nursery rhyme.
Nursery rhyme.
Yes, yes, this is a nursery rhyme. Now, what is important over here, or what is noteworthy over here, is this is an English nursery rhyme, something which we can say has been originated from UK, and how people from UK look at rain. So they are telling rain to go away, come again another day. As kids, we all would have learned this and we would have recited this. And when something like this happens in India, especially in Maharashtra, if rain goes away and it doesn't come, we all know what troubles and what all can happen if rain doesn't come. So rain for us is much more special than what it would be for people in other parts of world. Rain for us is a lifeline. Rain for us is what gives us meaning. Rain for us is what makes us Indians. Rain for us is beauty. And there are a bunch of other adjectives which I can add. But I would like to recite another nursery rhyme that is from Marathi. It goes, ये रे रे पावसा, तुला देतो पैसा. पैसा झाला खोटा, पाऊस आला मोठा. Which means we are bribing rain to come. Now you see the contrast between these two rhymes. One rhyme which tells rains to go away, and the other rhyme wherein we are bribing rain. Please come, please come. So these nursery rhyme tells us how important rains are for us. This tells us how important monsoons are for us. As we grow further and as we become adults, there are some other poems, some noteworthy poets who have written another poem. One more such poem which I would like to read for everyone. I won't read the entire thing, but few starting lines of that. श्रावण मासी हर्ष मानसी हिरवळ दाटे सोहीकडे क्षणात येते सरसर शिवाने क्षणात फिरती ऊन पडे, which talks about Shravan month, which is which is month as per Hindu calendar, and how the nature is during that time of period. When it rains, how it happens. It sometimes rains, it sometimes it's sunny, and how beautiful the region becomes, how beautiful this earth becomes. So, as poets, also in our culture, we have written poems about rains. So, that is how important rains is for us. In today's theme, we are going to discuss what monsoon means for us. It's an emotion and what that emotion entails for us, what it means for us. As we move ahead, we will be discussing and getting to know what our thoughts and feelings are about our rains. But before that, let me just give you everyone and for the benefit of guests, a quick brief about how the program is going to be scheduled. The program will be consisting of 3 sessions. First session will be prepared speeches session, wherein seasoned Toastmasters or our Toastmasters will be preparing their speeches, and those speeches will be evaluated by seasoned Toastmasters. Second session is going to be table topic session, which is going to be impromptu sessions, wherein everyone present in the meeting will have a chance to come forward and speak something impromptu. Third session is going to be evaluation session. Conduct all these sessions, I have a team, and I like to call my team as tag team. My tag team goes as timer, accounter, and grammarian. There are various other names also to this, but I feel tag team is a very catchy term. So I would start by introducing our tag team. So first member of our tag team is the timer. So today we have Toastmaster Shivraj, who is going to play the role of timer. So let's give a big round of applause and welcome Toastmaster Shivraj to explain him his role.
Hello everyone. I'll be I'll be the timer for speeches, and yeah, that's my role for today.
Toastmaster Shivraj, what is your fond memory of monsoon?
Fond memory of monsoon. Um Fond memory of monsoon would be coming back from school with all bags and socks wet, and having that awkward feeling of being wet and yet having to carry through the day at school.
Shivraj, we are looking forward to seeing you and your reports in the meeting to come. Toastmaster Shivraj, I'll also request you if you can switch on your camera.
Actually, I can't. I just woke up from sleep, so hope it's understandable.
Okay, we'll look forward to seeing you going in the
Bye.
coming session.
Thank you, Aneesh.
All right. Second role, the A, the R counter. So the role of R counter will be played by Toastmaster Pushkar. Toastmaster Pushkar, please come on board. Let us give a big round of applause to Toastmaster Pushkar as he explains everyone his role.
Thanks everyone and fellow Toastmasters. So I'm the R counter for today. So like my role over here in today's speech is mainly to make a note of filler words, especially like but, if, and kind of things. The filler words that we use. I will be mainly making a note of these words and will submit a summary towards the end of the chapter or like towards the end of this meeting. Yeah, thank you.
Master Pushkar, as you have already mentioned that you are a big fan of trekking. So
Yeah.
do you have any fond memory of trekking or any embarrassing memory of trekking?
Perfect, yeah. So like it is a bit of scary memory of my trekking. So I remember from my college days rather. So I love trekking. I've been doing trekking since my school days. But on one of like during my college days, I had been for a trekking without informing anyone at home. We went over there. I had bunked the college and I'd been to Sinagad. Okay, I'd been over there many times. So I was overconfident over there. Okay, and in all that passage, I lost the main route, went deep into the forest, and it took almost 8 hours for us to find the right path. And I was really scared. So my journey was really memorable. My destination was known, but my journey was really memorable. I still have those memories in my mind, kind of thing. And since then, I've decided if ever I'm going out for trekking, I will inform everyone at home.
Thank you, Toastmaster Pushkar. We look ahead to seeing you with your report.
Perfect, yeah, sure.
Monsoons is not just about wet weathers or wet clothes, it's also about fond memories. Toastmaster Pushkar just told us about his memories. Now, to play the role of grammarian or language evaluator, we have Toastmaster Naval. So let us give a big round of applause and welcome Toastmaster Naval as he explains his role to everyone.
Hello, good morning everyone. I am the grammarian for today's meeting and hereby I introduce the word of the day and phrase of the day to you. So the word of the day is serendipity. Its definition is the occurrence and development of events by chance in a happy or beneficial way. The sentence it can be used as serendipity led me to discover a hidden gem of a bookstore while I was wandering around the city. Now, the phrase of the day is embrace the journey, not just the destination, which means focus on enjoying and learning from the process or experience rather than solely fixating on the end result or goal. So, the example sentence is in our pursuit of success, it's important to remember to embrace the journey, not just the destination, as that's where the true growth and fulfillment lie. So, I would, as a language evaluator, I will be noticing down the good usage as well as poor usage of English language used in this meeting and provide the meanings and correct usage of it. I would also like to give, so that's it from my side. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Naval. I will also request you, if possible, you can also turn on your camera so that we all can have an engaging meeting.
Yes.
Anyone would like to try the word of the day, phrase of the day? Yep, Toastmaster Rohan, please go ahead.
I have embarrassed the Toastmaster journey rather than concentrating on the destination.
Thank you, Toastmaster Rohan. Anyone else who would want to try? Okay, in the interest of time, we will move on to our next role player. Like we have evaluators for individually prepared speeches, we have an evaluator who will evaluate our entire meeting. Play that role. We have Toastmaster Sucheta. Toastmaster Sucheta today will be playing the role of general evaluator. Let us give a big round of applause and welcome Toastmaster Sucheta as she explains what a role of general evaluator means.
Good morning, and it's good to be here at the joint all of you. So I'm playing the general evaluator for today, and my goal to observe everything and present my report at the end of the meeting. Beyond that, I wouldn't like to reveal much right now. Back to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Sucheta. Toastmaster Sucheta, what is your fond memory of monsoons?
Fond memory of monsoons. Lots of them. I could probably sit and write a book about it, but honestly, it takes me back to my school days when it used to rain, it's to pour, and we would purposely, especially on a Saturday being a half day, we would take off our raincoats, wrap our bags, and splash in all the puddles that we could find from school to our home. And whoever splashed most puddles would be the winner. God only knows what we got towards the end of it, but that sort of brings a smile to my face every time I think about it. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Sucheta. Indeed, one of my fond memories as well. I also used to like splashing and playing in mud. And then I also got beatings for that from my mother for doing that. But still, I enjoy doing that. All right. Now we have all the role players who will be playing their roles. They have explained what they are going to do. Now it's time to get started with our prepared speeches. So, to deliver our first speech, we have someone who is working in a CA firm. She likes reading and playing harmonium. Before she introduces or before I introduce her speech to you, let me call upon her evaluator. Her evaluator will be Toastmaster Advait to explain the project details and the pathway. So let's welcome Toastmaster Advait, who will be playing the role of evaluating our first speaker. Over to you, Toastmaster Advait.
Thank you, Toastmaster Aneesh. So my target speaker, Toastmaster Vedika, is going to deliver her speech from the pathway effective coaching, and her project is level 1 from third project from the level 1 of effective coaching. The project's title is Introduction to Vocal Variety and Body Language. So basically, her speech is purpose of the speech is for the speaker to practice vocal variety and body language to improve upon the delivery of her speech. The speech timing is going to be 5 to 7 minutes, which means that the green card will be shown at 5 minutes, the yellow card will be shown at 6 minutes, the red card will be shown at 7 minutes, and then the speaker will have a 30-second buffer time to wrap up their speech. After that, the buzzer will be run. The title of the speech is A Childhood Story, Tale of a Mouse, and the speaker is Toastmaster Vedika. I hand it over to you back. I hand it over to the speaker.
Toastmaster Advait for such a detailed info about the speech. Now I would like to call upon speaker one, Toastmaster Vedika. Toastmaster Vedika, if we can have you on camera. Hello, Toastmaster Vedika. Yes, you are visible. You will just have to adjust the camera. Yes.
Just a request to the timer to give me verbal indicators for 5, 6, and 7 minutes, so I can read share screen.
Sure.
Toastmaster Vedika, what is your fond memory of monsoons and how do you like monsoons?
Actually, frankly speaking, I don't like monsoon. So, but every time when I visit Konkan region and enjoy the monsoon, that every memory is, I like that every memory.
All right. Thank you, Toastmaster Vedika. Not everyone likes monsoon, and I like the way you're being honest that you don't like it much, but you like visiting to Konkan and the monsoons and the experience which entails with Konkan. Toastmaster Vedika, childhood story, tale of a mouse. A childhood story, tale of a mouse. Toastmaster Vedika.
Good morning all. Good morning fellow Toastmasters and dear guests. I am Toastmaster Vedika presenting level 1 project 3. Today as a speech I am going to tell you a childhood story. The name of the story is Mouse of a Tale. Please consider that all the things are imaginary, and originally I have heard this story in Marathi. I am trying to communicate this story in English. There was a rat or mouse, not a rat, because mouse is the rat who lives in house and rat is a rat who lives in jungle. So there was a mouse and a cat. They both were playing with each other. It is a story. So they were playing with each other. And the mouse was running and cat was trying to chase him. Mouse was running, cat was chasing, mouse was running, cat was chasing, mouse was running, cat was chasing. And at one moment, cat put its paw on tail of the mouse, and the same moment mouse tried to go forward. And that's why the tail got detached. Cat took the tail and trying to tease the mouse that your tail is with me, your tail is with me. The mouse got very nervous and it requesting to cat that please give me my tail. Cat gave a thought and the cat told that okay, I'm not going to give you back. I'm not returning your tail. Mouse again requested, oh cat, you are my friend. Please give me. Please give my tail. Then cat again gave a thought and said that okay, I will return your tail if you give me some milk. Cat demanded milk to the mouse. And now our mouse in the story started wondering, how can I bring milk? Where can I get milk? The mouse started looking here and there, and suddenly he realized that I'm using he for mouse. It's a Marathi, that's why it is happening. Then suddenly mouse realized that there is a cow and cow can give milk. Mouse approached to cow and requested for the milk. Then cow asked, why do you want milk? Are you going to drink the milk? Cat drinks milk. Mouse said, no, I don't want. We were playing, cat took my tail. I want to give milk to the cat. Then only cat will return my tail. Please give me milk. Again, cow also wants to make fun with mouse. And that's why cow told that, okay, I am going to give you milk, but before that, please give some grass for me. Again, poor mouse started wondering, searching for the grass. Where can I get the grass? Where can I get the grass? And then mouse saw a farmer working in his farm. Mouse approached to farmer and asked for the grass. Farmer again asked mouse, why do you want grass? You are not a grass eater. Mouse told him the entire story, and requested for the grass. Now, farmer has his turn, and he told that, okay, bring some chapati for me, then I will again. Mouse on the road searching for the chapati. Mouse don't know how to prepare chapati. Where he can get the chapati? And then Mouse saw a boy named Chintu having his lunch on his dining table. Mouse approached to Chintu. Chintu, please give me chapati. Chintu.
5 minute reminder.
5 minutes?
Yeah.
Okay. Chintu didn't afraid with the mouse conversation. He asked, why do you want chapati? Again, mouse repeated the story. And then Chintu was a kind boy, so he hasn't placed any condition. He gave chapati to mouse. Then mouse gave chapati to farmer, gave grass to cow, got milk, gave milk to cat, and cat returned finally the tail of the mouse. Now the happiest mouse returned home with a song. I got back my tail, ding ding ding. I got back my tail, ding ding ding. It was a story. The moral of the story that what I realized that in this world can be delay for something. There is delay for getting us something. There is delay for regaining something. But there is always a way to have it. That's the thing I thought about this story. I have heard this story in my childhood, but still today the story is teaching me, and I think it's a coaching. Thank you for patient hearing this childhood story and my childishness. Over to you, Toastmaster of the Day.
Thank you, Toastmaster Vedika. I indeed felt like I was a child and I was back into my childhood days and I was in school and my teacher is telling me this story. Thank you so much for your speech. Now let's give 30 minutes, take a 30 minutes pause for everyone to give Toastmaster Vedika feedback about her speech. Timer, please let me know when 30 seconds are up. Everyone who wants to give feedback can type it in the chat window.
Thirty seconds are up.
Thank you, Toastmaster Shivraj. Now let us call upon our second speaker for the day. Our second speaker is Toastmaster Suraj, who will be delivering his icebreaker speech. Before he delivers his speech, let us call upon his evaluator, Toastmaster Devai, to tell more about Toastmaster Suraj's speech. Toastmaster Devai, over to you.
Hello, Toastmasters and dear guests. So my target speaker is going to deliver his first speech in his Toastmaster journey. So he is delivering his icebreaker speech. So the purpose of icebreaker speech is to introduce him to the other Toastmaster members. So I would like to say all the best to my target speaker. Thank you. Over to you, Toastmaster of the Day.
Thank you, Toastmaster Devai. Toastmaster Suraj, if you can have your camera on. Yes. So Toastmaster Suraj, what is your fond memory of monsoons?
So my fond memory of the monsoon is whenever it rains, we talk to our parents and that we were telling them that we'll not go to the school if it rains tomorrow. So that's kind of a fond memory from the monsoon season.
Even I remember that I used to play that it rains so much that all the rivers will start flooding and the bridges will be underwater and I don't have to go to school.
Yeah,
Fortunately,
I believe it must happen with each one of you.
fortunately or unfortunately, that happened quite a lot during my school days. And I did miss school a lot during those days. I was very happy when that happened. But now that I have grown up, I realize that that is something which probably shouldn't have happened.
Yeah.
Anyways, Toastmaster Suraj, your title is a mystery. So I won't reveal the title. I would give it over to you to reveal the title and start off with your speech. Over to you, Toastmaster Suraj, to start off with your speech.
So do you mean title means my work
Your speech.
profession or it's
No,
a
your speech
speech?
title. Speech title.
So my speech title is icebreaker speech, where I'll tell you about what I am doing and what is all about myself. So for those, shall I start now?
Yes,
Okay.
Toastmaster Suraj, you can start.
Okay. So for those who don't know, my name is Suraj Uge, and due to my this funny name, my friends used to call me Sunrise during my college days, and even today as well, few of my friends call me as the Sunrise. So like all of you, I am also a person made up of my past mistakes, and I'm here today because I'm very hopeful that this particular experience will help me to improve my presentation skills and will make me a better person tomorrow. So dear presiding officer, Toastmasters of the day, fellow Toastmasters, and my dear guest, Steve Jobs once said, the only way to do a great work is to love what you do. And I truly believe in his philosophy. So let's go to the question who I am. So let us think about some time and let's try to figure out if we can. So in my present form, I began my journey on this tiny planet of this tiny solar system, of this tiny galaxy, on this incredibly huge universe. On some point of time, on 26 November 1989, with the vehicle called body to survive in this world. Growing up, I did my schooling in Marathi medium from one of the small town near Nagpur because my father was a government employee and he was posted out there. Being from a small town guy, I also faced many challenges for my education and all those things like other do. But I didn't let that stop to pursue my dreams. Later, I went to the Nagpur for pursuing my BTech degree. I've done my BTech in computer engineering. But during my computer engineering days, I could realize that programming is not a cup of my tea. So I started exploring a different career option, whether I can go for any post-graduation program. So I started preparing for the CAT. So during my engineering days, I started preparing for the CAT exam. And then luckily I went to the Mumbai University for pursuing my MBA. These both degrees have helped me to explore a different career opportunities option, and it has opened me the world of opportunities. However, during my campus placement, I got a sales job. So I do respect the sales job, but being a techno-functional graduate, I didn't want to make my career into only hardcore sales role. So being an engineer, my mind was not allowing me to work as a salesperson. So I started exploring various career options so that I can utilize both my technical as well as a business acumens. So I went online. I searched for different career options. Even I talked with my past colleagues, few friends, and some of the relatives. Then luckily I could able to figure out that I can go into the consulting role because there people needs the person who has a technical as well as the business acumen. So the serendipity, after a lots of efforts and struggle, I could to go into the pre-sales role. So raise your hands if you know what pre-sales consultant does. Any one of you can tell me? Okay, no worries. So, okay. Is there anyone?
I think what the pre-sales consultant does is that they interact with the client and they identify what are their needs and what do they want from the product or service.
Bang on, bang on. So just to give you a brief introduction about pre-sales consultant. So pre-sales consultant assist a sales team during entire sales cycle. So they understand the needs from the customer and they provide a solution, including they have to interact with the various internal stakeholders inside your organization, being it from the solution architect, from the technical director, as well as we need to provide the financial details as well. So some also we help sales team to create the initial point of view. Even we help them to create a product demos as well. So they help them in during entire end-to-end sales cycle. So outside of my work, I love spending time with my family. So I do have 1.5-year-old beautiful daughter and my wife. They both are my biggest support system. So my wife is into HR profession, and apart from that, I really enjoy cooking and even watching and playing cricket along with the swimming. And even I do like reading technical stuff, which will help me to relax and unwind myself. So in conclusion, I would like to leave you with another quote from the Steve Jobs. Let me refer my notes. Your work is going to fill large part of your life, and the only way to be truly satisfied is to do what you believe is a great work. So I truly believe in this particular philosophy, and I'm really grateful that what I do as a pre-sales consultant, because it loves it challenges me, it motivates me to embrace my journey and not the destination. However, I understand there is always a room for improvement for each and everyone, and that's the reason I joined this Toastmasters Club. Because during my initial performance review, my manager said that as we have to deal with US and UK customer, why don't you go and explore the path of the Toastmasters? And that's the reason I'm here, and I'm really helpful that this particular platform will help me to improve my storytelling, presentation skills, and will make me the better and effective communicator tomorrow. So I think thank you all of you for listening me patiently, and I look forward to know all of you during this entire Toastmaster journey and with this Toastmaster community. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Suraj, for the speech. Let's give 30 seconds. Let's wait for 30 seconds and give feedback to Toastmaster Suraj on his speech. We can use the chat window to give him feedback. Timer, please let me know after 30 seconds.
Yes. Thirty seconds over.
Thank you, Toastmaster Shivraj. We are good with the timing. We can actually take a break of 5 minutes, and then we can get started with our next session. All right. So let us resume at 10:55, and then we will start off with our second session. That will be table topic session. All right. So see you all back in 5 minutes. Yes. Welcome back, everyone. As we were earlier with our cameras on, I'll request everyone again to put their cameras on. If not, I'll start calling out names and ask them to switch on their camera. Yes. So welcome back. Welcome back for an exciting session. of table topics. Now, what table topic session is and why it is exciting, we will come to know in a bit. For that, we have someone who is from Toastmasters Club of Pune Northwest, Toastmaster Shalmali. So let's give a big round of applause and welcome Toastmaster Shalmali to conduct the table topic session.
Hello everyone, I am Shalmali Kothare and I am today's table topic master. So what is the purpose of table topic speeches? So everyone should get involved in the meeting and also guests should get chance to participate in the meeting, and it will also improve everyone's impromptu speaking. That's why we are going for table topics speeches. What I will do is I will invite guests and also table topic masters for giving these speeches. You can give speeches for 1 to 2 minutes. At the end of 1 minute, green card will get displayed. And the end of 1.5 minute, yellow card will get displayed. And the end of 2 minutes, red card will get displayed. After that, there will be 30 minutes grace period. And then buzzer will be there. So we can get started with the table topic speeches.
Thank you, Toastmaster Shalmali, for introducing everyone about table topic session. But before you get started, I would want to ask you, what is monsoon for you? In impromptu style, you will have to speak for the minute.
Yes, actually, I would like to share one of my experience, last year experience. Last year, we went to one waterfall. Its name is Barki. So what happened is, we went late around 6, and we thought that it's near only. So we were going there, and when we reached there, it was all the dark around, and all the atmosphere was very scary. Even if there was some sound, we were getting scared because that in that area there was possibility that animals would come. So that was a scary experience because we were having only girls and women were there in our group. So that was scary experience. But that waterfall was big, and the climate was very good. I mean, it was an unforgettable experience. Yeah.
Thank you, Toastmaster Shalmali. So for guests, this is how an impromptu speaking session would work. Thank you so much for that story. Now I will give the control back to our table topic master, Toastmaster Shalmali, to conduct the session.
Yes. Okay. So who wants to come first? I would recommend Toastmasters so that guests can refer them later. Okay, sure. TM Sheetal. So TM Sheetal, your topic is, what is your favorite weather?
Okay.
What is your favorite weather?
So, hi, I'm Sheetal Hari. My favorite weather, I will say, is monsoon only, because I'm born in monsoon only. And I love rain. Many people say that it's why do you like rain? I mean, everywhere it's like you cannot go out and all, but there are its other advantages. So I liked it. I like the rain more. And I just want to talk about one very adventurous memory of my monsoon, which I just done a trek to almost about 13-kilometer track in Tamil Nadu, where we, I think we went up and down for three, what I will say, 3 peaks there. So, but the most adventurous thing about this trek was I was carrying my 2-year son with me. So in that journey, we were almost about 16 people who went for that trek, and there was one place where it was just rocky area where water was coming down of it, and it was slanting area also. So that time I have to carry my son, but it was not possible for me to carry him all the way and walk. So what we did, we form a human chain with the hand distance, where we pass my son from one hand to other so that he will get to the where the slope area ends, and then we march towards it. So it was a teamwork which made me yes, I can do trek with my 2 year son also. And our lead was there who was leading us through that trek. So he told that you are like a Hirkani. If you know the story of Hirkani, that she she went to, I mean, climbed the she climbed that I just forgot the word. She climbed that fort and came down for her son only. But this journey was with me like I was carrying him almost for 5 to 6 hours. It took us almost 8 hours to climb and came down from that train. So it was a very wonderful journey for me. So one more memory just I want to share is the childhood memory of rain. When it was raining too much, what happened is our rented house was at the lower ground. So whenever it rains heavily, water comes in the form of a river, basically on the road. So the serendipity of this water made me make the boats and let that boat flow into the water. So this is the thing I just enjoyed a lot. And last but not the least, I will say when I was on the track, I was not concerned about my destination. So I was just enjoying a greenery, many small waterfalls, the way we were going. So it is rightly said that embrace the journey, not the destination. There is more fun in the journey. That's it. Thank you.
Thank you, TM Sheetal. A big round of applause for TM Sheetal. Okay, so that was a nice table topic speech. Now we are going for next one. I would like to any guest to come up. Any guest want to give table topic speech?
I see guest Kunal there. Guest Kunal, would you like to try?
Yeah, sure.
Yes.
Any topic you have to be given to me, or
Yes.
randomly I can?
The topic would be given to you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So guest Kunal, your topic is hill station or beach. Your topic is hill station or beach.
Okay. So my topic about the hill station means I'm actually love to go to the hill station. Not that much of beach. Means beach also I like, but more than that, I will love to go to the hill station. So about the hill station, I will say we are actually 1 year back we are going to Matheran. So there is a one incident actually happened that I have very hungry. So and there is a lot of monkeys there. So in my hand there is a the one biscuit packet, and that biscuit packet I will be like open in that areas. So actually I don't know the monkeys are also keep that all the things and from my hand. So he goes around me and all the things with me, and I just what we can say, I just go means I'm around that monkey and go to the go with my flow. So but he cannot control me. So I will just say okay, let you let the biscuit um, you can put it on your packet, and so all the things it goes around. So that is very incident story in Mathiran. Like they are all the pick all the things, food packets from your hand, and you cannot control over that. So you just keep that things in your bag only, and in safe area you can just eat that things. So this is a very incident theory, and very you can careful about that things. And there is a lot of there is a toy train is also very good. There is they cannot give you the train tickets at the time, so you just need to be put on the line of the train tickets, the for the toy train, and you need to be wait for the 1.5 hour for that. So you just need to be, if you want to travel in the toy train, you just need to be actually we are actually sitting, we are actually standing on the toy train and go to the travel for that. So and also toy train, sometimes it will be a stop in the middle, so we have actually go out of that toy train and just click the picture. So there is a very much very happening story and very great experience in Matharan. So thank you Toastmasters and all the teams for giving me this opportunity to tell the story. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Kunal. So you shared your nice experiences at Mathiran.
Yeah.
Round of applause for Toastmaster Kunal.
Yeah, thank you.
Yes. Toastmaster Seema or Madhura, you want to go next? Hello, Toastmaster Seema or Madhura. Okay, TM Rohan, you can go. Okay, so your topic is what is the scariest movie you have seen ever? What is the scariest movie you have seen ever?
Actually, I am not very fond of the movies. I can't remember or recall any horror movie that I have seen. I can just share a movie which I have seen when I was a child, and I can't recall the name of that movie. But now when I see that movie, I just find that it's just 1 minute. My battery. In that movie, now when I see that movie, I found it very funny because those dolls, what I used to see, are just like a cartoons for me right now. But at that point of time when I was a child, I was really scared with that doll. A doll was there and a soul goes into that doll, and that doll bleeds from its eyes a blood. I can't recall the name of that movie, sorry for that. But I was very scared with that. Means a doll, how can she cry and blood can come from her eyes? Immediately after some time, she would catch somebody's neck, she would kill it. And if I would just recall, if that doll goes to some child or some small boy, what would happen to that boy? And I was a child at that point of a time, and if it comes to my house and she just presses my neck and she kills him, what would happen to me? So that was the scariest movie that I have seen. And now, but at now I think that it was just a cartoon, and if I get to see that movie, it would be a comedy for me and not an horror film for me. That's all from me. Over to you, table topic master.
Yes, thank you, TM Rohan. We enjoyed your experience of scariest movie in the childhood. Yes. Who wants to go next?
We have Toastmaster Seema, Toastmaster Madhura, Toastmaster Sanket is also there. Would you like to try? Toastmaster Sanket? Yeah. Please go ahead.
Yes. Toastmaster Sanket, your topic is life is not about waiting for storm to pass, but it's about learning to dance in the rain.
Yes. Hi, my name is Sanket. Yes, I like that dance also and rain also. So yes, the experience in dance and rain. Yeah. So just that the Ganpati festival in Pune. All of you know about that. It's a very huge festival in Pune, right? So I just remember that things that festival I went to with my friend groups and just go there, and there is a lot of DJs and dhol tashas, and yes, and I just go with that flow and just dancing and raining, enjoy that things. Yeah. And yes, come at almost night at 3 a.m. Yeah. So that's it. Thank you. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes. Okay. Toastmaster Suraj, you want to go next?
Yeah, I can.
Okay. So your topic is, what's the strangest thing a friend has ever done at your house? Would you like to take this?
Let me think about it for a moment, and I can take that.
Yeah, sure. Thank you.
Yeah. So so can I take the example of some kind of alcoholic thing here? I'm not sure whether we can use those content in this platform.
Yeah, you can talk about it. It's just it should not involve sex, politics, and religion. That is the thing.
Okay.
And just
So
make sure
that's fine.
it's comfortable for everyone. No
Yeah,
one gets
that's the reason I'm
uncomfortable.
asking. Yeah. So when we were in the college days, so during my MBA, we went for the trip with my family, and my family, there are a couple of friends who were invited into that family trip meeting. So my father used to bring his alcohol wine bottle with him to celebrate and enjoy his entire tour. So at night, a few of my friends had come to our room, and then he saw that particular alcohol bottle and he wanted to try that thing. So then in the morning, what he did, he he had some sip of that particular alcohol and he poured some water. And in the morning, my father asked me why this bottle is. I could see this bottle is something empty and someone has taken the alcohol from it. So I was literally scared because I don't have alcohols, but I have to somehow mention some clarification to him that I didn't tried it and all those things. So that's what my scariest experience from my friends at my home.
Thank you, Toastmaster Suraj. Okay. Anyone wants to go next?
Okay. Hello everyone. I'll go next. This is Toastmaster Seema.
Okay, Toastmaster Seema.
Yeah.
Yes.
Sorry, I cannot turn on my video. Excuse me.
Yeah, no problem. Okay, so your topic is, which movie, song, or book does rainfall reminds you?
Which movie, song, or rainfall? Book.
Which
Okay.
movie, song, or book rainfall reminds you of?
Okay. So it's or between all of these.
Yes, you can share any of them or any experience.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll take 30 seconds grace.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, I think I'll start. Hello, everyone. Good morning. Hope your weekend has started on a good note. So, the book, I like to share the book which I liked and which impacted my life in a good way. So, the book title goes like this: Life is what you make it. And I think I read it around somewhere 2015 or 2016, but the story title or what it imparted was very strong. So there was a character in this book uh, who was very enthusiastic and very kind of personality, which was always everyone would like to have or everyone would like to be around that kind of personality. I don't remember the character's name, but since I mean, the book was written since her schooling days or since her school college days. So it went on and it was written till, I mean, what, let's say till she gets married or after that. So she faces many ups and downs in that. Like she goes through an accident where she faces mental issues and like she literally loses her memory and becomes so much difficult. So all such situation that she goes through, but she comes out strong out of every situation in her life. So, like, it's very inspiring that, I mean, ultimately, life will throw you into many such situations, but it is into your hands how you come out of it or how you decide to handle it. Everyone must know, right? If life give you lemons, you should make something out of it. You can make lemonade or you can eat it bitter. It's up to you how do you want to savor it. So yeah, I think that was a really inspirational book that I came across. Hope if you guys get a chance, you can just catch it and have a glance at that book or go through it. Thank you for the opportunity. Over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Seema. A big round of applause for all the table topic speeches. Over to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you, Toastmaster Shalmali, for this lovely session. Now, we will begin with our third session, that is the evaluation session. So before begin with, I will ask our tag team members to present their reports. Firstly, I would like to call upon Timer to present timings of our speakers as well as our table topic speakers on how they did.
I didn't know that I had to record the timing.
Yeah, you'll just have to mention if if everyone is qualified for the meeting or not.
Qualified, as in, did anyone exceed their timing?
Yes, in speakers as well as in table topics, if anyone has exceeded their time.
Only Toastmaster Sheetal exceeded her time. It was 3 minutes 38 seconds. Yeah, that's all. Everyone else was more of qualified.
Toastmaster Shivraj, sorry to interrupt, but could you please check guest Kunal's timing as well?
Kunal actually didn't record it, but yeah, moving forward, I'll do that.
Yeah, let's give them benefit of doubt and let's no, they are qualified as of now.
Okay, Zoom Master, please note down the unqualified speakers, and you can use this for uh, preparing the polls. Now, before we come on to our counter and grammarian report, let us get started with the evaluations of speeches. So let me call upon our first evaluator for our first speaker. So our evaluator for first speaker is Toastmaster Advait. Toastmaster Advait is market research analyst and he likes playing chess. So Toastmaster Advait, before you begin with your evaluation, we would like to know your fond memory of Monsoon.
Well, there was this one incident that took place when I was in third or fourth standard. It had rained heavily, and apparently the water level had risen a lot, and it was basically coming up to me. So I saw my friends playing downstairs, and they asked me to come down and play with them. So I went down, and then we probably spent the whole evening playing in that water, Pakada Pakdi, Dragon Ball Z, WWE SmackDown, all of that. And when we came back, we realized that apparently a nearby sewage pipe had burst open, and that water was actually all of that. So it's not exactly found, but I kind of find it funny now.
You're on mute, Toastmaster Anish.
Thank you, Toastmaster Advait, for sharing that fond memory. Over to you to conduct the evaluation session for speakers one.
Toastmaster today, fellow Toastmasters, and all dear guests. A very good morning to all of you once again. So my target speaker's purpose in a speech was to ameliorate her speech or to improve her speech using body language and vocal variety. And as I heard Toastmaster Vedika go about her speech, I was practically reminded of the time when I was during my childhood, when my mother or my aunt or my grandmothers used to narrate this children's story. And the story which Toastmaster Vedika narrated to all of us today took me back to that real place. And the reason was the way she narrated it, her voice and her expressions about it. And the thing which really worked for her speech was that Toastmaster Vedika really has that innocent voice to her naturally. So delivering the story in that tone came really natural for her. So I think the story selection was done really wonderfully. She also had that cunning, malicious, and playful voice variety for the cat, and that worried and pleading voice variety for the mouse. And I think the way she narrated the entire story was also really good. Now, there will be some recommendations from my end for Toastmaster Vedika, and they are obviously applicable to all of us as well. First of all, there were three characters in this, three main characters: the cow, the rat, the cat, and of course there were farmers and all of them. The thing is that there should have been a slight difference between all the characters. Like for the cat could have been like malicious and villainous in nature. The cow could have been like unconcerned and purely just business. You give me this, I'll give you that kind of person. The farmer could have been a bit more aggressive. So we could have added characters. We could have added specific characteristic traits into this speech by giving each player in this speech some unique characteristic. While I really enjoyed the vocal variety that Toastmaster Vedika brought us here in the speech today, I felt that the body language was kind of missing. So, for the conundrum which the rat was faced with, the rat could have been like, okay, what am I supposed to do now? Or okay, what am I supposed to do now? So things like these could have added, like holding the chin and stuff like that. I think these could have added to the speech. And she could have also used her finger and did some bouncing annotations to display how the rat went all the way from the farmer to the cow. Like first the money to the farmer, then the grass to the cow, then the grass and then the milk to the cat. So something like this could have actually helped improve her body language. And overall, I think it was a really good attempt. I enjoyed the speech, and I will hand it back over to the Toastmaster.
Thank you, Toastmaster Advait, for that detailed evaluation. Now we will move on to our second evaluator of the day, Toastmaster Devai. Let's give a big round of applause and welcome Toastmaster Devai. So Toastmaster Devai, before you begin with your evaluation, what is your fond memory of Monsoon?
So I like the rainy season most in the 3 seasons, as I like to splash the muddy puddles on my friends, and that is my favorite childhood memory. I would like to play in the rain hours and hours with my friends. So that's it.
Thank you, Toastmaster Devi, for sharing that memory. You can go ahead with evaluation for your target speaker.
Yeah. Good morning, Mr. President, Toastmaster of the day, fellow Toastmasters, and dear guests. So my target speaker is Suraj. So he did his icebreaker speech today. So we missed the standing ovation for him. So right now I would like to call each and every give him a big round of applause for him for his he has completed his first milestone in the Toastmaster journey, and he fulfilled the purpose of his speech. Like he introduced us in very well manner. How he introduced us, like what is his name is Suraj, and how his friends recognize him by sunrise. So everyone, if you forget his name, you could recognize him by the name Sunrise, and how he narrated the story of his life and how he connected the dots in his life, like how he introduced us and where is he from, the small village from Nagpur. He didn't interest in the programming, so how he shifted towards the MBA. Again, he don't want to go with his sales marketing job, and how again he engaged the audience with asking the questions what pre-sales consulting means, and how he narrated and how he give us the knowledge about the pre-sales consulting is, and now he is doing the job in that field. After that, how he narrated his personal life also. His wife is doing the HR professional job, and apart from that, he's like to reading and all those. So everyone got the story of his life, and everyone recognized him as a personal as well as professional. So I would like to go for his. He is very good in voice clarity, as everyone get clear about what he is telling us. He is very comfortable while delivering his speech, and hand gestures are there throughout his speech. And he is very good at vocabs, as he used the word of the day and phrase of the day wisely and appropriately. So apart from that, he is very good at storytelling, that everyone knows that how he narrated his life story with the small dots. To challenge him, I would just like to give him some recommendation that you have it feels sometimes some monotonous, like you are speaking in same tone throughout your speech. So I would recommend you the only one thing, and I would like to hear more speeches from you in your upcoming journey, and I wish you all the very best for your upcoming speeches. That's it from my side. Over to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Toastmaster Devi, for your encouraging and detailed evaluation. Now, Timer, can you please confirm if both the evaluators have qualified? Toastmastership Raj.
I actually could not see the timing in the chats also, so I was not able to represent the cards. I am assuming maybe the timer has lost connectivity or something. Meanwhile, we can proceed ahead and later on we can decide on the timing.
All right. Yes, we will move on with our next role player. Thank you for all for your evaluations. Now we will move on to the language evaluator to present his report. So to present his report, I now like to call upon Toastmaster Naval to share us with his report. Toastmaster Naval, if you can switch on your camera and present your report.
Hello. Hello.
Yes, Toastmaster Naval, you can go ahead.
Okay. So good afternoon, good morning, everyone. So today the word of the day and phrase of the day were used both by Suraj. So a big round applause for him. And the phrase of the day was used by Dhaval, sorry. So it was also very good. Also, one good phrase was used by Sanket, go with the flow. So, which means that moving ahead as what is going on and not just, you can say, tampering with it. So, this was my language evaluation today. So, overall, the speech was very good by everyone, and there was no use of nearly no use of poor grammar. So, I would like to say this and
Is it just me or we lost Toastmaster Naval?
I think yeah, we lost him, but he is joining back or something. Yeah, Toastmaster, go ahead.
Hello.
Yes, Toastmaster Naval, you can go ahead with your report.
So, as I mentioned, that word of the day and phrase of the day were used by Suraj, and phrase of the day was used by Dhaval. Also, the go with the flow was used by Sanket. So it was overall a very good use of grammar, and there were no what I can say poor usage of grammar. I was able to found. So that's.
Thank you, Toastmaster Naval, for your crisp report. Toastmaster Naval, if you would like to share your fond memory of Monsoon.
Hello.
Yes, Toastmaster Naval.
I think
Would you
I am
like to share your memory?
Sorry.
Yeah, I think there's some network issue at Toastmaster Naval's end. Anyway, Toastmaster Naval, thank you for your crisp report. We will get back to you with your fond memory. In the interest of time, we will move ahead with our R counter report. Now, to present the R counter report, I call upon Toastmaster Pushkar to present his report.
Sure. Okay, good morning, everyone. President, Toastmaster of the day, fellow Toastmasters and guests. So, with respect to our counters, I'm going in the same chronological order the way the speeches were conducted, starting with Devika. So, in case of Devika, she had more than 5 hours. Coming to Suraj, same more than 5 hours. Coming to Advait, he had 4 hours and 3 knows kind of thing. And coming to Devika, she had more than 5 hours. Yeah, that's it from me.
Toastmaster Pushkar, do you have any fond memory of yours about monsoons?
Yeah, so one that I shared earlier, and just to add on top of it, like especially in monsoon, playing football is something what I still love. I was doing when I was in kid or school days, playing football, especially on a muddy ground which is slippery. Obvious, it hurts at times, but the joy is different. When you fall, you hold other guys and you fall in a group. So that is another thing I still love today. Now I do it with my daughter these days. Not so many friends, but occasionally get a chance to meet those friends, childhood friends. So that's it.
Thank you, Toastmaster Pushkar, for sharing your memory. Now we are almost done with our tag team evaluations and their report. Now let us call upon our general evaluator of the meeting to present her report, crisp manner, and what she felt about our today's meeting. Over to you, Toastmaster Sucheta.
Thank you, Toastmaster Aneesh. And I am playing the Khadu's principal for the day, aka General Evaluator. So before I start, thank you for bearing with me. The essence of being a Toastmaster, come to think of it, is actually in embracing the journey of self-development and growth instead of focusing on the destination. And that is also the serendipity of the program, isn't it? Well, thank you. The meeting started on time. The call to order was smooth. The openings were handled well, despite a few initial hiccups. But yes, later on, everything corrected. How is the business of the meeting? Meeting was smooth. It did not drag. The agenda was concise and followed. Yes. The introductions went on pretty smoothly. And TMOD, Toastmaster of the Day. I am quite impressed. These are definitely the signs. And Master Suraj, where Vedika had a well-prepared speech, good story. Toastmaster Suraj was his icebreaker, but again, well-prepared speech and a good engagement with the audience. Moving forward, evaluations. Toastmaster Advait for Vedika and Toastmaster Deval for Suraj, Toastmaster Suraj. So good comprehensive evaluation reports offered. All CBCs, ABCs followed your commendation, recommendation, and commendation again, and along with ABC. Now, what is ABC? Yes, they acknowledged the positive. B, yes, they offered better suggestions. C, yes, they congratulated and concluded on a high encouraging note for both the speakers. So well done there, guys. Now we move on. Table topic master. Good session. However, a few tips for you. This session could have been a little tighter. The topics that were given out were good, but a little long. For instance, you handed out a topic called Life is ... It's about dancing in the rain. All right. So typically speaking, the format you're supposed to follow is you call out either the guest or the speaker, you read out the topic, you call out the speaker. So if you have to decide, you call out entire line, it takes time. And as a result of which, sometimes it may be difficult for the speaker to follow, especially given the fact that table topics are supposed to be snapped. So maybe 1 word, 2 word, or 4 to 5 words max, but try to keep the table topic as concise as you can, especially when the meetings are large and you have more members to reach out to. Second tip, again, in large meetings or in joint meetings, it's best not to wait for anybody to volunteer. It's a good thing that you asked, but it's best not to wait out, because then people take time, pehle aap, and we lose important seconds. So it's best to call out the speakers. You start with Toastmasters, then you follow with guests, you end with Toastmasters again. The reason you do this, the thing is, if you call out guests in the beginning, they might feel a little intimidated, they might feel a little shy or apprehensive to speak. So you call out a Toastmaster, you set the tempo, then you reach out to the guest and you finish off with a Toastmaster. That's how you bring the program to a closure. Going forward, good tips for you. But overall, good attempt. I enjoyed, although I did not speak, but I enjoyed. Timer. I just wish to ask, was the timer timing it for the first time?
Yeah. And I was not aware of all the steps of how to be a timer. So apologies for the...
No. That's fine. It's just that before any meeting starts, all these agendas, all the prerequisites have to be absolutely crystal clear. There has to be complete transparency, especially between the role players, because you are the guys who are taking the meeting forward. These kind of discrepancies, small meeting, it doesn't matter, but a big meeting, it kind of looks unprofessional. I'm not speaking per se with Toastmasters, but even in your respective professional lives, this is something for you to consider. And then language evaluator, Toastmaster Naval. First of all, you forgot to name yourself as language evaluator. It was no way for anybody to understand whether you're a Toastmaster or a guest. So these are the naming conventions, the IUPAC nomenclature of being a Toastmaster in a meeting, which has to be followed. It's sacrosanct, just for the transparency, the professionalism, and easier for people to understand. Our counter report, absolutely fine. But just one small thing, Pushkar, it is Vedika, not Devika. Apart from that, I have to come back to the Toastmaster of the day. What a finish. I mean, great session so far. The fact that you reached out to everybody, engaged everybody, and in the entire meeting, you had these absolute small micro discussions going on where you got people to share their responses, you shared your responses. It was a great finish. I truly enjoyed the session, and keep it up. Good work. I'm really enjoying this meeting. So far from my end, guys, I was the Khadu's principal. Apologies again if you felt bad, but hopefully we all get to interact very soon. And then you get to be the general evaluator. That's it from me. Back to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you, Khadu's principal general evaluator. I like the way you put it. But it's to be honest, feedback is breakfast for champions, and we appreciate all the feedback we get, and that is how we all will learn. And I hope whatever feedback we all have gotten today, we'll apply it in our next meetings to come, and we will improve it day by day with every session. So thank you so much, General Evaluator. Now what we could do is we can launch a poll, and then we can go towards concluding the session. So Zoom Master, do you need a minute to launch the polls, or do we have all the polls ready?
Yeah, I'll launch the poll one after one. Just a minute.
Yeah.
I have launched the poll for best speaker. Request everyone to vote. The poll will be kept on for next 30 seconds. Those who are hosts will not be able to vote. Yeah. I have enough voting. I am ending the poll now. Let me launch the next poll. So now I'm launching the poll for best evaluator. Please cast your vote. Few more people to do so. Request everyone to cast their vote. One more. Yeah, we have enough voting. We can end the poll. Let me launch the poll for best table topic speaker. So would request everyone to launch their vote. 60% people have voted. Request okay, 70, almost 80. There is a okay. I would request one more person to launch the voting if not. Okay. Let me wait for 5 seconds more. Okay, we can end the poll now. And now I'm launching the poll which combines both the role player and auxiliary role player. So please do scroll down to check it. First is for the auxiliary role player, and once you scroll down, you will see the row for the best role player. You can directly see. Request everyone to cast their vote. In best auxiliary role player, we have Sergeant at Arm, Timer, R Counter, and Gamerian. And in best role player, we have Toastmaster of the Day, General Evaluator, and Table Topic Master. The poll will be live for next 10 seconds. Request everyone to launch vote. Okay. Yeah, we have enough voting. I'm ending the poll now. I'll share the result in short with the presiding officer. Back to the Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you, Master Toastmaster Chandrasekhar, for taking this responsibility. Now, we had so many discussions. Everyone shared their viewpoint, what monsoon means for them. So when I got this role opportunity last night, I was out somewhere and Toastmaster Rohan called me. Hey Aneesh, can you take this event up? Can you be the Toastmaster of the day? I was like, hey Rohan, I am not available right now. I'll need some time to prepare, or I don't have any topic in mind. Toastmaster Rohan said, we'll help you out with this topic. It's monsoons. And I was like, monsoons? Okay. But how will I prepare for this? What will I do? Then I thought was okay, it's monsoons, it's all around us right now. There's no need to prepare. Let's just go ahead and do it. And that's how I went ahead and did with it because monsoon is so integral part of our lives and it has shaped our lives in such a way that there's no preparation required. Everyone has their own viewpoint and everyone shared their viewpoint today. And that's how all this session was all culmination of our experiences. Couple of points which I noted throughout today's meetings. First one was not everyone is fond of monsoons. That was a myth which I had. I thought that everyone is fond of monsoons, but today I got to know that not everyone is fond of monsoons. Second thing I liked about monsoons, or what I noted, was monsoons and treks. They go hand in hand. And in monsoons, when we all were kid, every one of us liked playing in mud. And I'm guessing most of you would have gotten beatings or shoutings from your parents for playing in mud. But overall, monsoon for all of us is a very joyous moment. It's not just joyous moment for the Mother Earth or joyous when we were a child, a kid, but overall, the beauty this part of the world has during monsoons, it's incredible. And that is what really makes Maharashtra a paradise during monsoon. I'll leave this thought with everyone. Monsoon is a special time of year, and I would urge everyone to go out, enjoy the monsoon, experience the nature, and see nature and its beauty at its best. Thank you all for coming to this meeting. I will now hand over the control back to the presiding officer of the day, Toastmaster Dhawan. Over to you, Toastmaster Dhawan.
Thank you, Toastmaster Anish. It was really great to have a joint meeting today. Raghavendra came up with this at the evening yesterday, and at a short notice, we decided that we will go ahead with the joint meeting. And Rohan put this together. I was busy meeting friends in the evening as well. So it was a great session today. Many of us when we are asking questions to someone else, what we really like is someone else should ask the same question back to us. So a question for you, Anish, what is the fond memory of you during childhood of monsoons?
There's a plethora of memories which I have during my childhood, but one of the favorite memories is during my childhood where I was probably 6 or 7, 8 years old. I was coming back from school and it had already rained, and I saw a big puddle of mud near my house. And instead of going back home after school, I went and I played. I literally was lying in that puddle and playing, and my mom saw me from house, and she came with her chappals and she gave me nicely. During that time I was crying, but now that is a very fond memory of me. Apart from that, I have been on so many treks around Pune during monsoons, and every trek is memorable. The most memorable for me is a trek to Harishchandragarh, which on the Konkan Kada, wherein when it rains, the landscape is such that it's like a snake. And when air flows, it flows over here, and whatever, so the air pressure it comes up. So if you are standing over here and if you throw something down, it won't go down. It's anti-gravity. It will come up if there's enough rain. So that is something I experienced for the first time in my life, and that is always going to stay with me throughout my life.
Thank you, Anish, for sharing your fond memory. It is today's meeting was filled up with nostalgia. Everyone sharing their childhood memories. I would like to have a guest feedback. Can Kunal, are you around? Kunal?
Yes.
Yes, you can share your feedback about what you liked about today's meeting and anything else you want to share.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, you are audible. Be a little louder.
I cannot hear you.
Be a little louder.
Hello.
Hello, Kunal.
No, I cannot hear you.
We can hear you, Kunal.
Okay. Now I can hear you. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Please give us a feedback. What did you like about today's meeting?
Okay. So actually, I would like about the Toastmaster is there is a great people here. So there is a different experience about their journey and about their life journey and all the things. So also the Toastmaster has very good about that. They are giving the feedback uh, about the peoples, how they communicate and what's the wrong with the peoples, means where they can improve their skills and improve their communication and networking skills, and how to be process with the communications, and how to um, present their skills in front of the peoples who are not regularly talk with the all the things and join the organizations. So I would like about that things, and given the feedback and given the mentor for that people, I will very like that things, and it will be I guess it will be work in all the things, and it will be mentioned in all the things. We can actually implement that all things in every organization, I thought, and I hope so we will be also implement that in our organization also. I'm actually a social organizer, so I hope so I can also do that, implement things in our organization. So I would like that things, and thank you for giving me this opportunity as a guest, and I hope so I can also join the more sessions like this. Thank you, Dhaval.
Thank you, Kunal, for your feedback. So now it's time for results. For best speaker, I would like to call Toastmaster Vedika. The best speaker award goes to Toastmaster Vedika. A round of applause for her. There is a tie between best table topic speaker, Toastmaster Rohan and Toastmaster Seema. Let's have a huge round of applause for both of them. The best evaluator goes to Toastmaster Advait. Best auxiliary role play is Sergeant at Arms today, Toastmaster Vishal. He was spot on with time at starting the meeting at 10:01. The best role play goes to none other than our TMOD for today, Toastmaster Aneesh. Let's put a huge round of applause for him. Yes, playing in the mud, coming home with that muddy stains, and getting the scolding from parents, that every one of us can relate to, and that is what shown in the Surf Excel and Tide ads. People are playing in the mud, coming home with stains, and we can easily connect to that. With that, we come towards the closing. Those in favor of ending the meeting, please say aye.
Aye.
Aye.